because I had problem with selling my mail and identity theft. So I really don't condone talking to my family member and giving out addresses in a situation like this with these people who don't have what they call a 922E or a 912E jurisdiction. So we can continue on if you want to try to. I just adjust jurisdiction right now.
Well, what in the world is a 912E jurisdiction?
I'm the judge. You're supposed to figure it out. I'm telling you for. You a judge?
Welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel where no one is above the law. Today, I have a question for you guys. What kind of sovereign citizen bothers you the most? Is it the one that constantly just says the same thing over and over to take up the court's time? Is it the nice sovereign citizen because it's kind of hard for you not to like them? Is it the arrogant sovereign citizen, the one who thinks they know it all, or the angry sovereign citizen like we saw in Mr. Albert Hicks? I want to know down in the comments, what kind of sovereign citizen bothers you the most? And also, this particular courtroom we're going to be in on today, tell me in your own words what kind of sovereign citizen this is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then let's roll the footage.
Are you Mr. Hanna?
Yeah.
All right. This is case number 2024 CR 420, State of Kansas versus John Hanna. Mr. Hanna, it looks like you've been charged with one count of sexual battery. That is that's a Class A misdemeanor. That can carry up to a year in the county jail and a fine of up to $2,500. So let's talk about how you might want to handle your case. This is just the time just to let you know what your charges are. Did you get a copy of the charges against you?
Of course not. I haven't even been found guilty on the sanction, the write-up while I'm in here.
Well, of course you're not going to be found guilty yet.
But I mean, I don't mean to interrupt you, but that's the procedure. And I mean, we can talk to the Department of Justice about the jurisdiction of the case as well. We can take it to that extent, but you can go ahead and continue. I would like to challenge the jurisdiction on the charge. I want to state that for the records as well. Will you continue? My apology.
Mr. Hanna, I'm going to run this court, not you. And you can start off with the sovereign citizen crap about jurisdiction and everything else if you want to.
I'm saying, I understand that. I'm just saying, but
it's not going to get
talk to the Department of Justice as well, because you know who the director of the Department of Justice is, right?
That's just fine. You can do whatever you want.
We'll tell him now.
Anyway,
he'll be waiting on an indictment on you.
In any event, you're charged with one count of a sexual battery, Class A misdemeanor. Are you going to have an attorney to represent you, or do you want the court to appoint somebody to represent you?
You can appoint me one, and I'll have an attorney later on when I find one.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a hearing date on the misdemeanor control docket. Your next hearing is going to be November 18th at 9 o'clock with Judge Webster. That can be by Zoom. Mr. Canfield, what's the state's recommendation on bond here?
Your Honor, in addition to the sexual battery against a deputy, the defendant also has been convicted of aggravated domestic battery, aggravated battery, and aggravated escape from custody. So at this time, the state's recommendation will be a $7,500 cash or surety bond.
Those charges aren't even my record. For legal detainment and
very well. The court's going to go ahead and set your bond at $7,500 cash surety.
Maybe facing the grand jury.
If you can, sounds like you can afford your own counsel, so I'll let you go ahead and see about doing that. If you can't afford it, when you get around to your next hearing, you can ask the judge to appoint counsel for you. But I've given you your next hearing date. You know what your bond is. You'll need to stay with the sheriff until such time as you are able to execute your bond.
And so we didn't address the jurisdiction issue either, right?
The
Thank
fact that you're where you are and I'm where I am means that I have jurisdiction over you.
All right, guys. Is it just me? Am I the only one that saw the pattern starting to form before this proceeding was even over? Mr. Hanna immediately goes into jurisdiction. He's constantly interrupting Judge Sanders. And then he tries to steer the hearing into some type of, sovereign citizen talking points instead of addressing the actual charge in front of him. And for all of you guys, this is something important for you to notice, because this first appearance is not about guilt or innocence. It's about procedure. But instead of listening, Mr. Hanna, he keeps trying to argue concepts that have no legal effect. And we see it set a tone for everything that's going to happen in his next proceeding. But before we jump into that, we heard what Judge Sanders said to him, which is one of the most classic sayings that we've heard so far on this channel. He says, listen, when it comes to jurisdiction, this is how I prove to you that I have jurisdiction. You are where you are, and I am where I am.
I show one on John Hanna. Is that what you show?
Mr. Hanna. I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear you.
You have just one case on John Hanna today?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge, just one case.
We are on the record in 2024 CR 420, State of Kansas versus John Raymond Hanna. Please announce appearances.
Jerry here on behalf of the state.
Your Honor, Darren Patterson, here on behalf of John Hanna. Mr. Hanna does appear via Zoom audio visual from the Butler County Jail. Judge, this is a case where I am requesting the court to allow me to withdraw. I would just tell the court that communication has broken down to the point where counsel and client are not able to discuss the case any further, and would ask substitute counsel be appointed, or Mr. Hanna may hire counsel. I don't know.
Mr. Hanna, are you able to hire counsel?
I'll have to look into it, but I'm pretty sure I can figure something out.
Well, if you can hire an attorney, you should hire your own attorney. But you apparently told me or someone else that you couldn't afford an attorney early on, and you received court appointed.
No, I was saying that I have been in court. I've been pretty much in a situation where I was supposedly incarcerated, to where I haven't been able to contact my family members. What I explained. That's how I explained that. I don't like contacting my family members from facilities like this. Because I had problems with still my mail and identity theft, so I really don't condone talking to my family member and giving our address in a situation like this with these people who don't have what they call a 922E or a 912E jurisdiction. So we can continue on if you want to try to. I just adjust jurisdiction right now.
Well, what in the world is a 912E jurisdiction?
I'm the judge. You're supposed to figure it out. I'm telling you for.
I can't figure out something that doesn't exist.
It does exist, but I'm saying if you don't exist, I understand. If you don't know, I mean, it's not my fault.
Well, it is. If you're going to bring something up that I'm not familiar with, you're going to have to tell me what it is.
Oh, well, no, it's jurisdiction. I mean, you supposed to look it up. Everything you hired a counsel for me. You hired a counsel for me, and this dude is over here like supposed to be the. And then the other thing, dude told me that the court that he said it was going to be 3 days from now. He didn't say it was going to be today.
Who told you that?
He did. The attorney did.
All right, Mr. Regier, do you know what this? Tell me that number again. What is that number you're citing, sir, for jurisdiction?
922E.
9/20
and you got a 9/12E too.
and a 9/12.
Yeah, that establishes the corporate courts are illegal in the United States, pretty much.
Corporate courts are
Or pretty much
illegal.
illegal in the United States, yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
On
that
the Brady
sounds,
on the Brady violation as well. Maryland versus Brady.
I know Brady.
Yeah, Maryland versus Brady, yeah. And when we addressed this issue, you should have started with Maryland versus Brady. When you addressed me before anything, you're supposed to address me with Maryland versus Brady.
All right,
It's
stop
addressing
it.
the court.
Stop it right now. I'm not going to keep taking your abuse.
Okay, I'm not gonna take abuse. I don't want locked up with handcuffs on.
All right, you're going to
My
stop
residence.
it. You're
My
going to sit him down and you're going to show respect for the court. You have a
it's my
very-
house.
Stop it right
My
now.
house. I built it. Whatever. I built it. I'll pay out this bill. This place.
You will stop it right now. I
Whatever.
understand we have a screen
Whatever.
between us.
Yeah, okay. I know that's
You're
screen
not
too. I
helping
don't even know if
yourself.
you're in the courtroom for real. Let's do a video.
Well, I think I understand why Mr. Patterson, a very experienced, very competent, qualified attorney, can't work
I got
with
one. I got a couple of them too.
Well, nothing different from what we saw with Judge Sanders when it comes to Mr. Hanna. Pretty much from the start, we see everything just begin to unravel. Judge Webster is trying to figure out something very basic, whether this man can work with counsel and move his case forward, but instead she's getting hit with made up jurisdiction claims, random statute numbers, and outright disrespect. But we saw him be disrespectful in Judge Sanders' courtroom as well. But you can literally hear the court losing patience with Mr. Hanna. And this is the moment where the judge realizes this isn't just a legal disagreement, it's a breakdown in communication and cooperation, which I'm sure she should have gotten a heads up from the transcript from Judge Sanders' courtroom.
Well, if you got him and you can afford him, there's no reason the taxpayers ought to be paying for your attorney.
No, I'll pay. What do you mean? I'm the taxpayer that pay for my attorney. Point blank. Quit telling my intelligence, please.
Well, I'd order them to take you into custody, but you're already there.
I know I'm in custody, and you went up on my bond in custody. How do you do that? Oh, that's what Department of Justice right there. Thank you. Are there any more things to issue, Mr. Jay? What's the
You
prosecutor's
will
name?
address me. Stop it. Mr. Patterson, you are most definitely excused from this case for the reasons cited. You may journalize the dismissal.
Yes, Judge.
And I don't see any need to point anyone else because the defendant's telling me he can afford an attorney. What do you need to hire your attorney?
Let me figure it out and I get to it. I don't like to make rush decisions, especially in handcuffs.
All right, Mr. Regier, have you ever heard of this?
Thank you.
What he's talking
Talking
about?
behind him too.
Stop talking. Do you, Mr.
Whatever.
Regier? Mr. Regier, do you know what he's in reference to when he says 922E jurisdiction and 912E jurisdiction?
I just wrote that down backwards.
Judge, I think those are pursuant to federal rules of procedure.
Definitely.
Well, we're not in federal court, so I don't keep
But
myself.
you have to go by my constitutional rights for a due process. For to be a corporate court, because you're financed by federal money. You're not this is not financed by the people here in this county. You get government grants to run this place from the feds.
Where in the world did you hear that?
It's the truth.
Where'd you hear it?
I don't matter what I heard because I do my own research. I'm not answering that question. I would plead the fifth on that question.
Well, I don't know what he's talking
Exactly.
about. It's a federal rule, but this is not.
So we can bring up the competency of the court right now. We'll have to turn just on that. Do we need any issues, Mr. Prosecutor? The Department of Justice gonna be emailing you pretty soon.
Sir, let me explain something to you. You are in the district court, 13th Judicial District.
For misdemeanor accusation.
State of Kansas. This is not federal court.
I understand federal court.
The rules that apply are the Kansas statutes annotated. Yes, the Constitution applies, but you're not citing Constitution. You're citing apparently federal rules of evidence that apply in federal courts, not in Kansas.
No, that doesn't apply in federal court. It applies to a state because it goes with Maryland versus Brady.
Where did you get your law degree?
You don't have to have a law degree. Doesn't matter about that because I've been educated by the best attorneys in the United States. One of them is I happen to be real close to one of their daughters, a few of them, and their sons, and their sons. And I personally know a U.S. Supreme Court judge as well.
All right, so Mr. Patterson is allowed to withdraw, and that's at your request, Mr. Hanna. You want him off your case, right?
Definitely.
All right, so this time is going to count against you so that you can get a new attorney. And you told me you are going to hire your attorney. Is that right?
Yeah, I said I will figure it out. Is what I said.
All right, so you'll figure it out. You don't want the court to address another court appointed, right?
Pretty much not. Not with that competency level.
Not a court appointed attorney. So let's have the notes reflect. He does not want a court appointed attorney. He questions the competency level.
I want to go after the prosecutor now.
Oh, you want to go? You said you want to go
against prosecuting. Thank you. Put that on the record. Terry Clark got on paper. Thank you, Mr. Prosecutor.
So what did you say? You want to go after the prosecutor?
No, I said we will holler at the Department of Justice. We'll talk to him. Go after his accusation is what I said. Confront his accusation with the Department of Justice. That's what I said. Thank you. Is there anything else I can get back to where I was legally incarcerated at?
Deputy, do you think that does he normally behave competently? I'm wondering if I need to do a competency evaluation. Anyone want to be heard on that?
I've already had one.
In this case, you have?
No, I have one on my federal case. I felt competent because everything I stated with it, it's already backed by law.
Well, I am going to, on my own motion, order that there be a competency evaluation. That can be done in the county jail because I'm not sure you're tracking, Mr. Hanna.
Good for you. I don't care if you think that or not because I can decline it. I can decline that. And if I'm found incompetent, that means you can't do what? You can't put me in a court of law. So you just made another mistake.
Well, if you're found to be incompetent, you will go to a state security hospital.
No, I'm on it. You can't legally commit me to a hospital.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
There, yes.
No, you can't. That just goes to show you try to commit me to that's illegal. You can't do that either.
Well, he's set for jury trial this week. I'm going to continue the jury trial because he needs a new attorney. The time will count against him.
That's what I have to do with legal commits, take people's property, identity theft. Yes.
And we need to do a competency evaluation. We will set this over. When's my next available jury trial date, Jen?
February 23rd for the pretrial, February 25th and 26th for the jury trial.
You said 26th, and did you say 25 and 26?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So the defendant is ordered to be here February 23rd for pretrial and February 25th and 26th in person for a jury trial. And then when I get the motion on file for competency, then we'll set the competency hearing before then, of course. I see you have had a U.S. Marshal hold on federal charges. That was back in April of last year. I see there was a previous failure to appear.
I was in Butner on evaluation because I had to get rid of the last attorney I had. His name he was going under a fake name. His name was Kurt Burrows, and his name was Beeman-Howard. So I had to remove from my case because he wasn't even who he said he was.
Well, I don't know.
Party mistake. Yes, I conflict of interest. Yeah, I've had to remove from the case.
Well, I don't know either of those names. That must be on your felony charges.
Yeah, felon possession firearm, which I got a settlement on. Then I got settlement on when I was in federal prison for it. Got a settlement for it. I've been illegally detained. It's in a law book.
And I see your first appearance, 9/6 of 24th. You were found The court at that time, I think that might have been Judge Satterfield, I'm not sure, found you very combative and challenging jurisdiction even then. Oh, it was Judge Sanders. That
Yeah.
was retired former Chief Judge Sanders. Okay, former Chief Judge Sanders. All right. Well, I think everything is resolved. Anything else, Mr. Regier or Mr. Patterson, we need to address on this matter?
Your Honor, more of a point of clarification. If the court is ordering a competency evaluation, the state will be requesting clarification as to who has prepared the appropriate journal entry.
If your staff has those forms available and wants to do that, that would be fine. If not, I'll have to do it myself.
Very good, Your Honor.
And Judge, I'm out of the case, of course, but I think Mr. Regier knows that it's supposed to be the local mental health department that does the initial evaluation.
Yes.
The state is well aware of that, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you.
Can't do it because there's conflict of interest. He doesn't want interest. And do it.
Where's the conflict of interest, sir?
The prosecutor cannot give me he cannot be the one that gives me a competency hearing because he doesn't have my he's the one that is he's the one accusing me of something. He's the one that brought up the charge, so he can't be the one in charge of my mental competency hearing because it's a conflict of interest. It has to be somebody who has my interest.
Well, I don't have your
or somebody that's subjective to it. Objective point of view, it can't be him.
Okay, well, I'm the one that is ordering the competency evaluation. He just has the staff to do the paperwork, but I'm the one ordering it. And Deputy, please, I'm remanding him back to your custody, the custody of the sheriff, to take him back wherever you need to take him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Okay, so here we are at the end of both proceedings for Mr. Hanna, and the bigger picture becomes very clear. Mr. Hanna mistakes confusion for victory. Every time the judge doesn't immediately understand what he's saying, he treats it like he's winning, which we've seen, I think, in times past with other sovereign citizens, when in reality, he's only reinforcing the court's concern about his competency. He's talking fast, he's talking over people, he's throwing out all of these random legal phrases which don't strengthen his case at all. And this is exactly why the judge ultimately orders a competency evaluation. And you know what? It's not as a punishment, but because the court just has a duty to make sure a defendant can meaningfully, participate in their own defense. And at this time, it doesn't seem like Mr. Hanna can do so. But we will stay on top of this. We will see how this thing works out. But whether you're Mr. Hanna, Mr. Hicks, or any other sovereign citizen or non-sovereign citizen that's been on this channel, or if you're just watching, I want you to remember always that no one is above the law.